Hey folks, this is Jang here from Jang Bricks with a Mega Bloks Halo set. This is new for summer of 2013. It's set number 97160 with 35 components to it. It's the Flood Hunters Battle Unit. This one comes with a flood carrier. Let me go ahead and open this up and take a look at these things up close. Alright, here's everybody, and I'm going to dive right into the thing that interests me personally the most. The EOD Spartan. Because that's how I roll with the EOD helmet in Halo 4 now. This is more Halo 3 timeline, this set, but you can see he has a flamethrower. And you also notice that I didn't have him on a stand here. Even with the flamethrower, he's able to stand up on his own. This isn't even a perfectly flat surface, it's not perfectly hard. I didn't need to use any of these stands here, which is really cool. This guy is in a bluish gray color. You can see there, hopefully that comes through in the video, and he's got the black matte black accent color, white around the little breathing apparatus there. This is an olive green flamethrower, very cool looking weapon. I like the way he holds it with the two hands there. It's not able to get it to look quite straight, but I mean the kind of the anatomy of how he ends up holding it just looks really good. It looks proper. You know, you can actually get him to lean back a little bit to kind of set the center of gravity right, and he just stands there perfectly. So you can actually pose with that thing, and if you actually put it onto a stud on a plate or something, then you can pose him all kinds of different ways. The other Spartan who's included here has the exact same paint scheme, including the visor, which is still in gold here, but obviously this is not a EOD Spartan. This is a Scout. Spartan Scout, and he's carrying a all black shotgun with this one. It's that exact same color scheme on this guy. Got the bluish gray, and he's got the matte black. It looks good. You know, it's proper. It's kind of professional looking, not very toyish. Another dude here. This is a combat form of the Flood, obviously evolved from a Sangheili. And the Sangheili was wearing the nice, slightly pearlescent purple armor. Very good armor color for them. They've got some dark gray in there. It's actually a brown hand on this side. A little bit of detail in here with the cyan colored pieces that indicate the lights on the armor. And the flood infected parts that are coming out from the armor is very nicely weathered. It has good detail on it. It's a good mold. I like this mold that they used in general. But then the dry brushing techniques, you know, for something mass produced, not too shabby. I think they could have made the little tentacle sections a little bit maybe more lively, more shiny, less matte, but still looks pretty okay. And these, if you haven't seen these before, there's a hand there, so you can put weapons in either hand, but they do not include a weapon for this guy in this set. And you've got a bunch of infection form Flood down here. I got this guy's feet set wrong. There we go. A bunch of these, and if you haven't seen these before, one single piece. It's got a little peg hole on the bottom, so you can attach them to things to make them look like they're jumping through the air. Again, multiple colors used, gives a little bit of a organic feel to it. You can see there's a darker kind of wash put over it. This one here, the little end bits actually do have the more shiny color on them. This is a cool looking little mold for a single piece thing. Good detail. These little spikes on the side actually stand out, and it's pretty disgusting. It's pretty believable, and you get 6 of them, and all those tend to be coming from carriers like this. Talk about disgusting. This is really disgusting. The way this is made is there's actually a hard plastic piece inside of this that goes up to half height, and to that plastic piece inside of there, it's all hollow though, it's attached the legs, so you can actually make the thing look like it's hopping, skipping along, wee, wee, you know, before just blowing up in somebody's face or something. That's supposed to be the face there, so to speak. Everything else here, all this that you see, all this including these arms, which are just, like I said, just it's all silicone rubber. So this is all soft, and you can see it's open on the top. That's so that you can actually put your infection form flood in there. Just stuff them in there, just stuff them in. And the idea is that it's going to be dropping them. So whenever you want to release the infection form, just pick this thing up, turn it over, and kind of do like that, and you will see that absolutely nothing comes out because they're all getting tangled with each other. There we go. Got one of them untangled, and then all the rest fell out. So you can see it's hollow on the inside, goes all the way down in there. Kind of has some little chambers, but not really used. This is pretty good looking. I wish it was a little bit lighter in color, but they got some decent marbling in the color there. Nice detail with the different organic shapes used all the way around here. Different little pieces of flesh things that are embedded, including more infection forms, kind of embedded into the skin, haven't quite made their way to the surface yet. This thing is pretty nasty. I just wish it was more of a dark tan color rather than this kind of chocolate brown that they used here, but still, for what it is, it's pretty cool, pretty well done. Only problem with it is getting it to stand up on its own. It's a little bit tough because you really want to have this leaning forward a little bit to get it to stand on its own, and that's a little tough to pull off. You get the legs as straight as they'll go, and it's still not leaning really forward. It's kind of just straight up. So it's really trying to stand on its legs, maybe touching one of these kind of arm pieces, but it's easy for it to fall back. And even when you put in the flood little bits, because these infection forms, they don't weigh anything. They're hollow themselves, and like I said, they're just not really going to help to anchor this thing down at all. And it's just, oh boy, I just barely got it to go, but you can see it still wants to fall back. So that's an unfortunate thing. I'll try to lean these feet back. It's just not working too well, because as soon as you move the feet back, unless you take them way back, like so, well, even then, it's just becoming shorter here. It's becoming shorter in the back, so it's just tough to get it to stand up. That's unfortunate. That is one place where it will be easier to actually use some studs, and I'll just go ahead and put this on a stand for now, so I can move on to the last thing that's included here. This is a missile pod. Remember those? I didn't. I completely forgot about missile pods altogether. So let me see, did I turn this the right way? Nope, turned it the wrong way. It should be like this. Mounted missile pod on a little stand from Halo 3. Also appeared in ODST. I completely forgot about that as well. But unfortunately, this thing is not designed to be detached, to be held in detached form. It does have a couple of, oh wow, this is really tightly stuck together right now. It's coming apart. There we go. It does have a couple of these peg holes on the bottom, so if you use small pieces that have two pegs, you can put one side in there, sticking out, get two of those, and actually create little handles. Then you can kind of hold this upside down like this, similar to the way that the EOD is holding the flamethrower here. But you do need to add those parts yourself. They do not come here. So as it is, you're not going to be able to use this that much. You have to use it in this form, in its mounted form. But there you go. That's the set. It is a $15 set. And as far as I know, it is not an exclusive to any particular retailer, so you should be able to find this in many places. It is new for summer 2013, so if you're seeing this video right when it's released, it might not yet be in stores near you, but it will be soon. Certainly by the middle of August to the end of August, it should be available everywhere. Pretty cool set. I really like the EOD. That's just my thing, but I do like this color scheme for Spartans in general. The Scout also looks really good. Flamethrower, awesome. Missile pod, meh to me. Carrier form, ugh, nasty, but that's a good thing. Just wish it was a little bit lighter in color. Combat form flood with the Sangili with the purple color, nice. I like that. Overall, I like the set. It's a good thing for folks who still remember the flood and miss them fondly. And that's it for this review. Thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you again soon.